Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Right, today on this video I'm going to attempt to fit a cruise control to my Fiat Ducato 2016 van. Okay, now I bought this from these people. I have nothing to do with them. Well, I had to pay them, but I've got nothing to do with them. Precision Cruise, it's called, www.canem8.com. So Fiat Ducato 2020. So I'm just going to go first through what you get in the package. Okay, it costs £265, and what you get is this control box, which they program for you. So they will send you an email once you purchase this online, and the email will state, they're very good, they contacted me all the time, they want your registration and anything else to do with your van. So then they program this for you. Okay, so that it comes with this, which is your actual little computer. All right, and then you get your wiring harness. Now I'm going to go for this one first. Where is it? This one. You have, for the same, in the price, you have to pay an extra tenner, which is like, it's still 265, so it's 255. And then what you do, you can buy this to make it really easy. This is called an OBD connector, and what this does, this plugs in first of all into your control box. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. Okay, and then where it plugs into, you've got two at the top here and you've got two here, so it's pretty straightforward. So that plugs into there, and what that'll do, when you fitted this underneath your dashboard, I'll come out a little bit, when you fish this into your dashboard, this will actually run its way down to the OBD connector, and this will plug into your OBD connector. If you're not too sure what that is, let me show you right now. Okay, so this is your OBD connector. You're going to have to take this panel off. It's two screws, one there, and it just slots out. Let me show you that. That's the panel, and it just slots in these little, you'll see these little grooves and then two screws. Okay, pretty straightforward. Right, let's go back. So this is your OBD connector, and this is where they plug in a computer if you've got any problems at the garage, but you can soon disconnect that. So you pull that off by pushing that little lever at the bottom, and that comes off like that. Now the other wire that you're going to have to get to, which I've already done, is behind this metal shield. So you might have to just bend the metal shield just slightly. I've only bent mine slightly, and then underneath here is another connector, and what you do to undo it, there's a little button. See that one there? I'm going to try and focus that for you. 2 seconds. My big fat hand out of the way. That little, you have to push that in, and then this lever lifts up. So this lever is in a downward position. I won't force it because I've already done it. Yeah, there we go. So this lever has to come up, and then that'll disconnect this unit, which is fixed inside here, like so. All right, and then to that you need to connect to the yellow and blue wire. Let's see if I can look at that there. There, so there's a yellow and blue wire, you'll see it there, and this is the connector. So you got to push that in, pull the lever up, and then this will come out. That's the only two connections that you need. So the OBD and one wire, which is a red one, going to that. Let me just show you now where the wires are. Okay, so control unit, first connection, OBD. That's the one I've just shown you, okay, with a little yellow, looks like a yellow tag on it anyway. So that goes to the OBD connector. Right, next is we have this one, which has a red wire on it. Okay, so this red wire is your positive, and it has a 1 amp fuse. All right, so this red wire goes to that other connector, the big one I just pulled out, and that goes to the yellow and blue connector. Now on your control box here, you can see that, zoom in, excuse me. Right, so when you look at this, all these connectors can only, why isn't this focusing, can only go one way round. Okay, so when you look at this, so this one here, if you look at it, it's a 6-pin, and it's the only one with 6 connectors on it. See it? So it's 12 actually, and what you do, it'll only go in one way, and that fits on there like that. So that's it, and then that red wire then goes to that connector that I showed you under the dashboard, that red wire. So you've got a connector, you can either solder it, pinch it, whatever you want to do. So that's the 2 connections done. This connection here is your accelerator connection, and when you look underneath your accelerator, which I will do for you, I will show you all that, you've got this connection, which is a box connector here, and that's sitting on your accelerator pedal like so. So what you do, you pull this out, that comes off, okay, and then what you do then, you've got another one. So sorry, let's do that again. So underneath on your pedal, you've got a device that looks exactly like this. Okay, so you pull this one off, you plug your accelerator into that one, and then you plug this one, or your accelerator into this one, I think. Your accelerator one, which you come off into this one, and then this part, which is on your pedal. I'll show you that when we get down there. It's going to be a lot easier to explain. And last, which is a little bit more complicated, you've got to fit your actual arm onto the underneath your steering column, and there is a space for it. I'll show you that now. So you need to drill a I think it's a 10 mil or 12 mil. It does tell you on the instructions, you get a full download from them. They send you that. There's a pin you have to put in here as well, and that comes in that little packet there, which is another, this is another connector, and this is another block connector. So it's the only last 2 you got left, and they connect to the end of your actual control arm, or your cruise control controller, whatever you want to call it. All right, and these are multiple wires. Now you're going to think, oh no, look at that. Now these are quite straightforward. Okay, zoom them in like so if I can. If you look at them, they've all got little clips, not clips, but little nodules on them. All right, and they're all color coded. In your pack you get, you'll have 2 lots of connectors, and there's about 3 go on here. Okay, like let's just say those 3 go on there, and on this one 2 go, and then those 2 will fit on your control box here. Okay, same again, they can only go one way round. They've got no wires in at the moment. I'm not putting the wires in, and the reason why you haven't put your wires in is because you've got to feed this through your steering column, and with a connector on you're not going to do it, especially with a 10 mil hole. So that's where we're up to so far. So I've got to drill the hole and then fit the steering column, and that's my next job. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward. 2 major connections, a little bit of drilling. Get your steering column out with your steering column cover. You've got 4 of these hex. Can you see them? Yep. And there's 2 up here. Forget these 2, and 2 down here. Okay, 1 there and 1 there. And what you have to do then, once you've undone them, you have to pull your lever forward, right? And then you undo, well, maybe, hold on, pull that back first. Take this down. That comes down. Then pull the lever forward. Then you can get the whole cover off. That lever is for your steering, all right? And now we can drill a hole through there. Okay, just about here. Dead center of that, 10 mil. All right. And just to confirm that you can download, just bear with me a second. You can download, they send you the PDF. Okay, so everything's there, look, okay? How to fit stuff. Where I showed you that bottom one was, and then the PDF one, the ODB, yeah, the ODB connector. It tells you everything, and the vehicle and everything, so that's where we're going for. Okay, that was the one, the extra lead I bought. Okay, so that's the blue and yellow one going to that connector. I'll double check that. And then that's the accelerator one, and of course you can zoom in as well on the PDF. There you go, and all that. Okay. Okay, so just mark mine, and that's where I'm going to drill. Okay, so I used a wood drill. You can use a metal drill, not a masonry. Okay. So next is on the arm. We're taking off the first 3 bits. Okay, to the end. Okay, so you've got a spacer, and then a washer, and then your nut. Okay, and then we're going to feed that through, all your wires through. And until we get to the arm. Okay, that's what we're looking at. I think it's like virtually like that. They've set it up for you ready, so it's quite straightforward. Okay, so fitting it through, you think it looks a bit skew-if, which I did. So you have to put it through at a bit of an angle. So if you want to make the hole slightly bigger, that's up to you. But I did a 10mm, which is perfect. And then what you do then, you've got that plastic washer, plastic shape. No, it's not a washer, it's a shape. And what you do then, you put a circlip, a locking washer first, then the other spacer, then another locking washer, then the nut. Okay, and then you're just going to have to ease it through at an angle and then lock it into position. All right, so you'll see that it's sort of going in at this angle rather than straight where you've drilled a hole. So yes, it will give a little bit, don't worry about that. And that's what it looks like. 14mm spanner done. The small pin you get in the connector goes straight in there. Okay, right, so when we're connecting these up according to the instructions, remember I'm running from instructions as well, okay, that this the wires you're looking at, and you look like you got 6 here, it's 8 here, and you're like, oh god, which ones? But it's telling you in instructions it's wired from the wired side, and what I can make out with that is when you look at the instructions, turn you around. Right, let's see if we can zoom in on that and see that properly. We turn the light out, that's it. Right, so if you look at that, you're going to be wiring it like this, okay? So that's that connector, not that particular one. Alright, so we're doing this one down here. Alright, so we're going black, green and red, and I'm taking it that the black, green and the red, you can see that, is from if you're looking at the screen now, it's the top left, so nearer this clip, okay? So you look black, green and red, so black. Let's see if I can do this a bit better for you. 2 seconds. What we got? Black, green, red. Okay, and also if we look at the connectors, you'll look at these and you'll see they're slightly oval, so they've got a little lock on them, a little black pin, and these are shaped oval as well. Look, okay, so this is the oval bit here at the bottom, so can you see that? So that's going to go like so in the top, okay? Sorry, move out the way. So I've got green next. I don't want any trapped wires. There we go. So I'm going other way up. So oval bit down. See the little notch at the top? Green. Push it in and they should lock in position. And then the final one is red. Exactly the same. That way around, and they're in. Okay, so black, green and red, and that will go into the box here, like so, and the next two will be orange and white. Back in a sec. This is the 12 one connector. So with this one, according to the instructions, orange, exactly the same as what we did. So the wired side, it says, oh sorry, orange. Is that your focus? No, darn, it's terrible. Orange to the top. Get it right. So, I'm sorry, that way. Orange, and then the white one is second from the bottom. So this one here. Make sure he's in right. Push him in, and then That's it. So we're ready to go, fully wired up and ready to be connected to the blue and yellow wire, right? And there's two of them. So what we've done to save you a lot of trouble, you might have to check on your own vehicle. Easy, isn't it? You have to check on your own vehicle, right? So we've pulled this out and they both go to the same pin, which is, I think it's number 7, pin 7. Okay, and that's what it is, supposed to be pin 7. So we've done the hard work for you on the Fiat Ducato, that is. So if you do want to get these out and you've got the same, you have to pull these two tags apart, just if you can see them. Let me just move in, zoom in a bit for you. So this tag here and this little one here, pull them apart and then you can get to it. I'll leave it out because we've got to solder it anyway. So we've got to put a wire on there on one of these. It doesn't matter which one because there's two and they both go to the same part. Okay, so the next thing to show you is the accelerator pedal. So what you do here is you pull forward that block connector, just grab it at the sides, pull that lifts off. Okay, so with yours now that come with the kit, you'll see exactly the same thing. This is it. Okay, so what you'll do is the same way round, as you can see, put that on top, push him home so it locks into position, and then this part then connects to your original. Okay, I had to get two hands in there, but what you'll see, they both go together. This one that fits in here from your original accelerator pedal, right, will only go in one way. It's slightly D-shaped, it's got oval corners, it'll only go in one way, and once you push it in, then push this clip back home. So it's just identical as that one there on the accelerator pedal. Okay, except you just got it's a double junction. So to connect my wire, what I'm going to do, I've got a soldering iron here which is heating up beautifully, and I'm going to burn away some of the plastic. I can't do it with not holding it as well. You'll see that. Anyway, that's the solder coming off. So I'll tap that off. And then what I'll do, I'll connect this one. I'll take the shield off that end, and then we'll wrap it around that and then resolder it and tape it. There you go. So that's cleaned that. Okay, soldered. Now I'm going to put a tape around it. So the tape I use is like rubber tape. You can get it anywhere off eBay and whatnot. And once it wrap it round itself, it bonds, so it's not going anywhere, and it's waterproof. That's that job done. Okay, so when you put in your clip back in, sorry the phone died. Where are we? This thing. Oh, I'm gonna get really hold on. Where are we? This clip here. Make sure that the blue clip is not down at the bottom. It's got to be at the top. Push it all in. As you push it in, this clip will move down to the downward position, and then just keep pushing it all the way, then it locks it into position, and that's that ready to go. Next thing is find a home for that, and I think I've got it sussed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it up here like that, mark a hole for that one there, and then put it on the inside with some Velcro as well. And as a quick hint, make sure you get your wire. I'd put it on the outside, and I don't want that one going through, so I had to just undo a nut, which is quite straightforward. That went through out the way. These will all be cable tied out the way. I've now got my drill. I'm going to mark a hole for that, which is going down here, and I'll fit that. Okay, so everything is connected. No, it's not put away tidy yet. I've just got to tidy them up and put them around cable ties underneath. They all fit nicely. I've drilled the holes for that. I'm going to fit that in a minute. So we're going to do a quick little test. I can't test it on the road yet, but just turn the ignition on. So here we go. Where you are there. Alright. And then on your device, you'll see on and off by look. So it's a bit low down, but it's out the way, so I'm not really bothered about that. Oh, there we go. So it looks like I've wired it up correctly, hopefully. All the boxes wired up down below. It's just a matter of fitting it and testing it, and that'll be another video because I've run out of time. So that was the main thing on fitting the thing. It looks like it works okay. Take care. If you enjoyed that video, please give it a thumbs up and a like. I would really appreciate that. It's probably one of the most in-depth ones on YouTube, I'll be honest with you, and I've searched. All right, take care. Catch you in the next one. Control is on. To set it, all I gotta do is push the button. I've got to be careful here because I'm driving, shouldn't be doing this. I'm pressing the set button now, and that's it. We are, look. Woohoo! Feet are off, cruise control is in a little bit of orange mode, and we are cruising at 40 miles an hour. Look at that, works a dream. Right, thanks again for watching. I never thought I'd get a chance to do a quick test. I have. All the best, take care, definitely catch you in the next one. Sorry, PS as well, clutch, brake, or press the button to underneath at the back here. That'll disengage as well, or just press off, and that's off. If you turn the engine off, it turns off as well. Okay, sorry. Take care. Bye.